Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Build a Passive House. In this episode I'll show you the plans of the house, how the construction looks like, the architecture, some references for the house that we get. This is all on paper, so nothing is yet real. I'm also going to show you why we decided to modify some of this during construction. And stay with us. So as you can see, I keep everything organized in a Google Drive. That way, when somebody asks me for some of the plans, for example, the architecture, I can just easily share it with them without giving them the actual paper plans or anything. So that way it's easier for me to just share it with anyone that wants to. And during building of the house, many people are requesting these documents, so that way it's much easier to be on the same page with everyone. So I'll first start with showing you the architecture folder. Inside I have three different folders. One is JPEG, PDF, DWG, and they're the same files, they're just different formats for different needs. So the easiest is to just show you the JPEG for now. And here, as you can see, this is where we'll be building the house. This is the plot of the house, and that's the one that the land and the terrain that we bought 10 years ago with my friends. There will be three family houses on the plot, and we got this plot, and then we decided to divide it in three. The northern part is the biggest. This is my friend's house. Ours is this on the left, which is on the west side, and my other friend is here on the right. So there are different buildings, different houses. The two here will look kind of similar. It's one architect designing them both. So we wanted to keep the architecture kind of similar to I think that's better for houses that are near each other. And let me show you some of the visualizations that the architect gave me. They're a little bit old, but you can get the idea of how the house will look like. Ours is the one on the left, as you saw previously in the previous plan. And the one here is a little bit bigger than this one here. Maybe I can show you from this side. You can kind of see that there are more. It's kind of more windows on this side of the building than the building here. And this will be how it will more or less look like. So let me show you the front. So as you can see on the front, there are solar panels that we wanted to integrate as part of the design. And the reason for why the house looks like that is because first, our idea was to build a off-the-grid house. So for that, we will need a lot of electricity produced from the solar panels. So the first thing is that we have a lot of solar panels on 2 rows here. And also something very important is the degree and the angle at which they face the sun. So currently they're designed at 60 degrees. And that's because this is the optimal degree for during the winter time. During the winter, you'll need the most electricity for actually heating the house, and the optimal degree for where we'll be building in Bulgaria is 60 degrees. So in the winter, that position and orientation of the solar panels will produce the most electricity for that period, which is kind of from November to February, more or less. And we didn't want to to just put solar panels on top of the building, because they'll usually look a little bit detached, like something that you put as an afterthought. So we really wanted to be part of the facade, part of the building, to be integrated inside this, and that's the design we came up with. Another thing is, as you can see, there is a little part of a little shading here on top of the windows, and this is because in summertime, when the sun is very high on the horizon, this will actually make shades, will shade the windows, and it will protect the house from overheating. And during the winter time, when the sun is closer, like much down on the horizon, the sun rays will enter the house and actually heat it. And that's an important feature of the passive house buildings. They usually all have this feature that protects you from overheating the house during the summertime. Our house also has this garage on the north. We'll be modifying it a little bit when we build it. It's not going to be this big. I'll explain you why. Well, our house also doesn't have any windows on the north side. We decided that we have enough windows on the south side, so it's more than enough for this type of houses. That's how it will more or less look like. I'll show you more of the architecture in detail and what we are going to modify. So this is the first floor. As you can see, this is the garage here on the north, and the entrance from the garage is from here, from the east. And as you can see, the garage right now is pretty big. It's like 70, almost 80 meters long. That's a lot. You can put 3 or 4 or even 4 cars inside, and that's much more than actually what we need. We designed it that way at first and we liked it, but after having the chance to think about it, we decided that it's actually much bigger than we envisioned it, and also we'll save some money by actually removing part of it. So we talked to the builders and they're going to remove this part here, so it will be half the size of this garage that is right now on the papers. Another thing that I really didn't like was that to enter the house, this is the entrance door, and you have to go inside the garage and then enter the house, which I really didn't like after thinking about it. So right now, when we remove this part of the garage, the house will be just outside of the garage. And then we have the first floor, which is pretty open space. As you can see, you can go in the whole room from one end to the other. This is the kitchen area, the dining table and chairs. This is some area where we can watch television. And here are 2 desks, working desks for me and my wife. There is a little wall that divides this space from here, but it's not like to the end, so it's again pretty open space. We wanted it to be. And this is the bathroom, a small bathroom on the first floor, and this is the stairs that lead to the second floor. Another thing we'll modify a little bit on this floor is we'll probably remove this. By design, these are glass walls, but after thinking about it again, we'll probably just remove them, and you can enter straight from outside inside the house, and you can see this big open space. That's what we want to achieve. This is the second floor, and right now on the plans show that we have a master bedroom here, we have a bathroom here, then 2 identical sized bedrooms for kids, and then another room which can be for guests or maybe for play, something like that. And the stairs lead from here to here, and then this is the corridor that connects all of them. Now, me and my wife discussed this a lot. Like, actually, the second floor is what bothered us the most after we designed it. At first, we really liked it, but then after thinking about it, we said, well, there are 3 rooms, 4 actually. If we have guests, we only have 1 bathroom on the second floor. And for some people, that's enough, but we decided that we'll probably need another bathroom. And we started thinking, okay, but where should we put it? When you see the plan like that, you think, well, it's obvious that you probably want to put it here, but that will separate them too much. And to construct the piping after that, you have to put pipes from one end of the house to the other end and then back again. It's kind of a lot of piping just to get another bathroom here. So another thing I really wanted was a window inside the bathroom, and especially with this view which faces south. I still haven't shown you the actual terrain and where we'll be building, but in next episode you actually see the view, and it's really amazing and really nice view. So I really wanted to build the bathroom to face south through these windows. And what we decided is to put the second bathroom here and to make this the master bedroom on the second floor. So we remove one of the smaller sizes bedrooms, but we make a second bathroom here, and it's connected with the master bedroom, and it's like a private bathroom for me and my wife to use, and this other bathroom will be used by guests and the kids, I guess. So that's the biggest change that we'll be building. Another thing is we will remove this window here because it faces the other building of my friend, so we don't really need it. When this will be the bathroom, we don't need this window, we'll only leave the ones here. And this is a glazing throughout the whole south facade here. And yeah, this will be the changes that we'll be making to the house when we build it. If I can give you an advice, think about all this before you actually start building, before you actually design it. Think about how you live in this space. If I was doing this another time, I will probably spend double the time thinking about the design before we actually finalized it. But it was the first time we were building a house, and we were very inexperienced. So yeah, if you are building a house, imagine how it will be before the architect actually finalizes all that, because it's much harder to modify it in the building phase, and it's much easier to modify it on paper. So yeah, thank you for watching. These are, as you saw, these are the designs of the house. If you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel. It will help us make more videos in the future, and like us, and thank you. Bye.